Hey, amazing English learner, Z! Welcome to the JEP, Joy English Podcast, where mindset meets momentum and a little sparkle meets serious progress. We're here to make learning fun, real, and full of energy, with easy English lessons, real conversations, and tips you can actually use to grow, in English and in life. I'm Alex, and I'm super excited you're joining us today.
And I'm Jamie. If you've ever felt stuck, like you're waiting for the right time to chase a dream, start something new, or even just take that next step in learning English, then trust me, today's episode is just what you need.
That's right. Our theme today is simple but so powerful. Stop waiting, start winning. Because let's be honest, waiting feels safe. Waiting feels comfortable. But you know what else? Waiting also keeps us stuck.
Have you ever caught yourself saying, "I'll do it later," or "I'm not ready yet"? You're definitely not alone. We've all been there. But here's the twist. Sometimes waiting is just another name for fear. Sneaky, huh?
Exactly. We wait for the perfect time, the perfect moment, or the perfect plan. But while we're waiting, life keeps moving. And those dreams, they stay on the shelf.
Today, we're diving deep into why we wait, what it really costs us, and how you can shift from delay to action, from hesitation to momentum.
Because the golden truth is, waiting won't make your dreams come true. Action will. So in this episode, we're going to talk about why we wait, how it holds us back, and more importantly, how to break free and take that first step, no matter how small. Whether you're starting a business, learning a new skill, or just trying to build confidence, this message is for you.
And as always, we've prepared something special just for you, a free PDF guide that goes along with today's episode. Inside, you'll find key takeaways, simple comprehension questions, and grammar exercises designed to help you break old habits and level up your English skills at the same time.
Part 1. Why we wait.
Let's get honest, friends. Why do we wait?
We often say we're being cautious, that we're preparing, planning, or being smart. But most of the time, deep down, it's fear. Fear of failing, fear of embarrassment, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough.
And here's the twist. Sometimes we're even afraid of success.
Right, because success comes with change. And change, it's uncomfortable. It challenges our routines, our identities, and our relationships.
We wait because we think someday we'll feel ready. But guess what? Readiness is not a starting point. It's a result. You feel ready after you start, not before.
Exactly. That perfect moment we keep waiting for? Total myth. It doesn't come wrapped in certainty and confidence. Those come through action.
I remember I waited over 2 years to start my YouTube channel. I kept telling myself I needed better equipment, more time, more ideas. But honestly, I was scared people would laugh, that I'd look foolish, that nobody would watch.
That's so relatable. I've done the same thing. Waited, delayed, convinced myself I was just not quite ready. But all I was really doing was hiding.
Waiting feels safe, like we're protecting ourselves. But what we're really doing is putting life on pause. We trick ourselves into thinking time is preparing us, but time doesn't help unless we use it.
Right. Time spent waiting is not the same as time spent growing. And waiting can become a habit, one that quietly steals opportunities.
The longer we wait, the harder it becomes to take the first step. Our minds build up the fear, feed it, nurture it, and before we know it, years have passed.
We think waiting protects us from failure, but in reality, it often just prevents us from learning. Because failure isn't the enemy, inaction is.
What if, instead of asking, "Am I ready?" we asked, "What can I do right now?" Even the smallest action creates momentum.
Absolutely. The antidote to fear is action, not perfection.
So let's stop waiting for permission, for clarity, for perfect timing.
Let's start messy. Start scared, but start. Because waiting won't make the fear go away. Only moving forward will.
Star Part 2: Stories of Change.
Let's talk about real people who chose action over waiting and made magic happen.
Take Elon Musk. He didn't wait until he had a degree in aerospace. He had a vision, and instead of waiting, he hired the right people and launched SpaceX into the stars. And let's not forget Sarah Blakely. She started Spanx with just $5,000 and zero fashion experience. What she did have: belief, boldness, and brave action.
And hey, inspiration isn't just for the rich and famous. My friend started an online business in her 50s. She didn't know how to build a website, but she said, if not now, when? And she rocked it.
That's the shift. From waiting for permission to giving yourself permission.
No one hands you a golden ticket. You create your ticket by stepping forward. Part 3: The Power of Action.
Here's the truth most people miss. You don't have to feel confident to act, but acting builds confidence.
Action is like lighting a match in a dark room. You see possibilities you couldn't see before.
Even small steps matter. Send that email, open that document, make that call.
It's like planting seeds. You may not see growth overnight, but nothing grows if you don't plant.
Perfection? Nah, is not the goal. Movement is. Because movement creates momentum, and momentum creates results.
You can't win if you don't begin. Period.
Part 4: Practical tips to start winning. All right, let's make this real. It's one thing to talk about motivation and mindset, but nothing changes until you act.
Exactly. So let's talk about what you can do today. Simple, small steps. Let's start with this.
Step 1: Set a 10-minute timer. Pick something you've been putting off, that project, that email, that lesson, that workout, and just commit to 10 minutes.
That's it. You don't have to finish it. You don't even have to do it well. Just begin. Because starting is the hardest part.
Once you begin, momentum shows up. Shrink the task. Take the pressure off. 10 minutes. Doable, powerful, real.
Step 2: Write your fears down. Yeah, actually, write them. On paper, on your phone, anywhere.
When you name your fears, you take away their power. What felt big becomes smaller, understandable. For example, I'm scared people will judge me. I'm afraid I'll fail again. I'm worried I'm not good enough.
Now ask, is this really true? And even if it is, can I survive it? Spoiler, you probably can.
Step 3: Tell one person your goal. Not for applause, but for accountability. When you say it out loud, it becomes real.
Exactly. Say it. I'm learning English each morning. I'm posting weekly. I'm running 3 times a week. If someone knows, you're more likely to follow through.
And here's a powerful bonus tip.
Commit to imperfection. Don't aim to be flawless. Aim to be done.
Forget perfect grammar. Forget perfect routines. Forget waiting for the right time. Done beats perfect. Every time.
When you let go of perfection, you give yourself permission to move. Messy steps are still steps.
Because done moves the needle. Waiting doesn't. Even awkward progress is still progress.
Progress, perfection, always. You don't need to change your life overnight. Just act differently for 10 minutes today.
You don't need confidence to begin. You need to begin. Then confidence comes.
So take a breath, set a timer, write it down, say it out loud.
Whatever you do it imperfectly, but do it anyway.
Let's stop waiting. Let's start winning.
Today.
Dart It, Part 5, Closing Challenge and Reflection.
Here's your challenge. Pick one thing you've been waiting to do and take the first step today. Maybe it's writing one sentence, taking a short walk, opening that book, or making a call.
It doesn't have to be big, just enough to break the habit of waiting. Even a small action can remind you that you're not stuck, you're moving.
You don't need to be ready. You just need to be willing.
Willing to grow, willing to begin, even willing to fail.
The truth is, your future isn't found in hesitation. It's built through action, today's action.
We wait for perfect timing, perfect confidence, perfect plans, but they rarely come. Real progress starts when we stop waiting and start doing.
From both of us, wherever you are on your journey, stop waiting.
Start winning. Start with one honest step. Speak up, show up, try again.
It doesn't need to be dramatic, just real. One better choice than yesterday. That's how change begins.
Because your life won't transform overnight, but it will shift, one action at a time.
So let this be your moment. Not someday, not later.
Today.
Right now. You've got this.
Thanks for joining us today on JEP, Joy English Podcast. If this episode helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it.
And don't forget to subscribe. More mindset shifts are on the way.
Until next time, keep moving forward. And hey, don't forget to check out the episode description for your free PDF guide, packed with key takeaways, fun comprehension questions, and cool grammar exercises just for you.
Can't wait to meet you again in our next episode. Until then, stay bold, stay brave, and stay learning.